Hello world, it is Tuesday, excuse me, January 11th, 2022, and I'm looking out the window at Defiance. It looks like it's trying to be nice out, blue skies, a little bit of cloud cover, but again cold. I think it's supposed to be a little warmer than it has been the next couple of days anyway, but still cold. The devotion for today is entitled Oft Imitated, Never Duplicated by Naomi Washington Leaphart. And Naomi bases the devotion upon the first letter of John, chapter 5, verse 21. And she selected the Voice Bible. My little children, keep away from idols. And Naomi writes, I could have been the season 3 winner of the mega hits television series American Idol. Well, no, actually, that's not true. I wouldn't have been the winner because I didn't even audition. I chickened out when a college friend suggested that we go to New York to throw our voices into the ring with more than 80,000 other wannabes right before fall semester 2003. I suspect that, like many others, I was drawn to American Idol because of its grandiose claim. Win here and be elevated from undiscovered to your rightful throne. Idol seemed like an express train to a rare kind of fame that is born out of an opportunity to win over a fan base of about 3.2 billion global audience members before ever recording an album. But like the biblical golden calf, the American Idol is a work of precise construction. How else could the show be on its 20th season? It turns out that some of the show's finalists, in fact, were already recording artists, Google ringers of season 7. Some winners are bought, not born, Google Textgate, and even voted off cream rises to the top, Google Jennifer Hudson. Idols may be shiny and even talented, but they are always hoisted by our fantasies and demolished by our spite. Idols skew our perception of everything, including ourselves. Worse, idols entice us into worshiping what looks good instead of what is good. The writer of 1 John ends the book by repeating this evergreen warning. Beware idols who worship love, but don't live love. And the prayer. God, you are the prototype. You are the real deal. Your shine never fades and your dynamic love never hardens. Help us resist the forgeries of life. Mold us to take the shape of you. Amen. Well, for me, this devotion brings up the thought of things are not always as they appear on the surface. And sometimes we see things a certain way because we see things a certain way. And what we see may not really be what's true. Especially if we idolize someone or something. We tend to see only the positive aspects and not the negative aspects. Or simply see things in a very positive way when they're not at all. And sometimes idols support our own biases and prejudices, and we don't even realize it. I also liked the thought that she had about at the end, from the end of 1 John, about the warning of beware idols who worship love but don't live love. Actions speak louder than words, and so when people you idolize are speaking, look beyond what they're saying and see what they're actually doing, how they're living in the world. That tells you so much more about a person's soul than the words that they may select. And sometimes I think it's hard because we always look for something outside of ourselves to be our salvation, to change the world, when in fact it's really up to us to do so and to do the work, knowing that perhaps even in our lifetime things may not really change, but it's still things that we need to do. It's what God calls us to do. Hope that gives you some things to think about, and I hope to talk to you again tomorrow.